Good.
Okay. Anybody have any issues? May I have a motion to approve the minutes from January 2nd?
Motion.
May I have a second, please?
I approve.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, motion carries to approve the minutes of January 17th. Okay. Bill, did you want to
Yes.
introduce our
February
special person?
14th, we have acquired a new event coordinator, Christine Nicholas. And she has, well, been quite busy.
5 days. Wow.
We have the eggs.
Yes, yes, we do.
So now that we're covering each event, I'll hand it over to her.
That's a lot of eggs to boil.
We have been busy. We have, basically we've gotten a lot done. All the eggs are actually not only ordered, but they are in our, storage room over there. We will be divvying them up shortly. They're already pre-filled, so it makes it a lot easier.
Awesome.
We have our Easter Bunny scheduled and are working on getting him a new costume. Doing a little research on that because the other one is starting to show its age.
Yeah.
The date of the event is March 25th with a rain date of April 1st. We've already created a flyer that I brought a sample with me. That's around if you like. Keep all my ducks in a row here.
That would be great. And they're going to be posted through the,
They
Schools,
we have
grocery
them,
stores.
they are on all social media. We
Thank you.
created a Facebook event for them. They are on the
Very
Newton
nice.
Township website. And today I went around to the local daycares and delivered smaller versions of the flyer to go in the children's backpack.
right.
So everybody knows. We've sent a flyer to Central Bucks School District to put out in their e-flyers that they have. And one of my connections, Bucksmont Mothers Multiples, they have also been invited to join us for the event.
Awesome. Christine, awesome. So,
That's cute.
I know, this is really cute. It's nice and colorful.
Chicken the eggs.
I know.
We have fun. I love doing things like that.
That's
So
part of
that-
it, is
when I
having the
was
fun.
learning everything, I was like, "Here," and I gave them the original
That's
and
great.
this one, I'm like, use whatever you want.
That's great, Christine.
fantastic.
And Bill, with the food collection, are we gonna do it like at this side of the driveway? Remember there was like traffic control
Well, here's
issue?
the traffic control issue, was unfortunately blamed for that because for some reason I thought we closed that yellow gate before.
Mhm.
We never did, which is why we moved the 9-year-old over to field 3.
Right,
or
right.
field 2 area, from the soccer field, so traffic is just go to park along by the pavilion all the way down. So if we leave that open, I don't think we'll have any parking issues. I don't think we need to have anybody up there parking.
Okay,
Might have to have one person just in case there's an extra handicap park to come park in by where, our other township vehicles are parked.
up
right
here,
by-
up here, yeah,
Yeah, right by the memorial.
okay,
Other than that, I think, but just, here it is, go find your parking spot,
awesome.
which is how we did it. So we're gonna, like I said, I'll take the blame on that.
Oh, nobody's gonna go on
No,
anything, we're
I
just
think
evolving, we're
I
just
think we
evolving,
set up
Yeah.
the original question. I think we should just set that up,
right?
the food order where it was, is people coming over to see the bunny and
Mhm.
say here. I
Okay.
don't know if we're gonna have a representative from the food order this year.
I'm actually working on that. I'm also reaching out to them to get a list of beginning of month, what their greatest needs are. And
Okay,
we could post that out on the website and on social media, so they're getting, instead of 50 boxes of Cheerios, a little bit more diversity
right,
for what their needs are. So, but I'll be looking into all that and seeing about a representative.
thank you.
Well, I'm volunteering, she can put a volunteer, she did it the next one, and she did one of Santa.
Can she come?
The Santa House
No, she's gonna be able to do it this year, we're working. on it.
with the baby, do we do a monetary collection as well?
Mhm.
Okay,
We do it, Santa hat.
yeah, I didn't know if we did it
one
at the
for
Easter. We- Oh,
I know
Okay.
Shell said that I had to make something, so they. knew.
like a little box or
Yeah.
something to put it in, okay. Okay, and we have the bales of straw or whatever we need for the bunny and, okay, and I'll bring the setup and the costumes. We need 2 people
Oh,
to wear the
yes.
costumes, the bunny costumes.
You gonna do it?
Oh, I do it.
You
Yeah,
do
as
it?
long as I get the bigger suit, because last time I
Yeah.
didn't and I was.
No, you
sucked
did.
up.
We
And then,
did we
yes, you
switch?
you
Yeah.
switched it,
Okay.
but I was not, and I couldn't get it zipped.
Yeah.
Anybody
wear
else wanna
another
wear the bunny
recap.
suit? You wanna wear the bunny suit?
Well, I
again?
only wore because you weren't there last year.
I think I'll be here this year. I'll just be
I'm just
coming
kidding.
back.
I don't mind wearing it.
We'll just bring it and we'll get everything all set up again.
I do have a contact at the food pantry that I'm happy to either give you their name or I can reach out. It's my aunt, well, by marriage, but
Okay.
yeah, she's volunteers and she's pretty big up at that church, so.
Awesome. No, that's wonderful.
And just in case, your wife
Yeah.
can't make it.
Yeah.
Like a family affair. So any other questions about the Easter event? Any questions or concerns? Anything we need to change?
Would be
Date?
here at what time?
9:30 it starts, so we usually start like,
Well, they kick off at 10.
yeah,
Yeah,
so we,
9:30 is the bunny photos start, and I believe when Shell and I talked, it was 8:30 if you're helping scatter the egg.
yeah, so around 8:30, a quarter of 9. It doesn't take us long to empty the bags in the circles,
I
because the
think
guys
we'll
come
need-
early
We'll
and,
need a representative age group, block them from going,
right,
because there was an issue, I think, so, because kids here go.
Mhm.
They
and it's
do.
Like, okay, only 2 and under, and then 5 and 6 are looking around like, we're gonna go now too. then.
yeah, and we
So,
talked about moving them a little more quickly,
Well,
because then the-
Can you make the announcement that parents can go out and help their little ones if they don't know what to do?
This is what I do. I tell them that I wait exactly 5 minutes between times, because I know before there was issues with parents having multiple children at different age groups.
right, right,
So they could get from the 2 and under to the 5 and 6 in time, or the 3 and 4.
okay,
But yes, I can make that announcement too, Nancy, that
Because,
parents can help children.
yeah, because there was another year where the parents all stood around and talked and the kids didn't know, they were too
Right,
young to
right.
pick the eggs up, and it held it up for the other age groups.
Like I said, we'll make the announcement, and I do it. I time it on my phone, and it's 5 minutes, next one
it
goes.
goes off. So how many volunteers do we need for the age groups?
There are
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 age
age
groups.
groups.
Okay, okay, and then the bunnies, so we need 5 volunteers to hold them back.
I
Okay,
would say, yeah, that
Or
would
just-
be a good number, because we'll have some guys here too working that can help. But
okay,
as soon as that first one goes off, we're breaking everything. You've seen how it works.
yeah, so, well, anybody that can volunteer, email Christine and let her know, so we can
I'll
get
do it.
that.
I always do every
Yeah.
year.
Outside of the bunny volunteering.
If you're a bunny, you don't have to hold them back.
Okay.
So you can pick and choose, and if you have kids coming, then you
I
have
do,
to-
so I
yeah.
prefer to do bunny
Oh.
than just watch. the
Okay,
eggs.
okay.
I'll be there if my tea time gets canceled. But,
Sloppy and muddy out there. Okay, so I think we're set.
I'll
So
be- I'll be-
Christine,
I'll be-
we'll email you if we can,
That's
who can come, and then we'll be ready to go.
Are we, for the photos with the bunny, are you bringing the hay bales? Are we doing that
We
again?
have the hay bales. We're gonna set in one, I think, right at the memorial, like we did last
Like
year.
last
Seems to
year.
work well.
Yeah, as
It
I
keeps
think,
everybody out of the mud. It keeps everything. all in
Yeah.
one bunny suit.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think just with the issue with the sun.
the sun and the
sun.
There's
shadow,
always an
right?
issue with like the sun.
We have
and
to
they-
angle him.
Right, so if we just, I
Mhm.
forget which way it was or how it was. But it was like, I remember a lot of the
Normally
parents were
sat facing the
complaining.
building. Do you wanna turn around, face the fields?
I
Well,
don't,
the
the
sun was
sun was like
coming.
this
I
way.
It always
I-
comes up over top of the building. This way. It
Yeah.
Shines right down.
So it's south facing.
Yeah,
So
it
it's
was,
going to be, it should
casting
be on your
shadows.
back
Yeah,
when you're taking, if he's facing the.
that was
building.
just always a thing, cause I remember they were blocking and then when they stood in front, the shadow was right on the kids' faces.
Then you'll get
Yeah.
the picture. in.
I just forget, but if we can just be, I don't know.
we can quickly turn him around.
Right.
That's not a
Yeah,
big deal.
that's not a big deal.
We'll have one guy, because once we get set up, I'll have 2 guys, listen, just go up there.
Sure,
We'll
yeah,
get-
yeah.
we'll
That
get
sounds
it
good.
taken care of.
One thing I did want to mention about last year that I noticed, I didn't know if you also or anybody did, but maybe like like, I know that they self-form the line, but it was kind of like you could come at us from two sides where he was sitting, 'cause the
Mhm.
path.
Like maybe a line starts.
Maybe
here,
just like a
so-
couple, like, yeah, like two posts or two cones or something that just, they can visually
that
see.
happened.
Yeah, cause the line, cause I remember
It was coming
they
from
were
this side as well
coming,
as.
like,
Put some safety tape.
the line or
something.
whatever, but
Yeah.
then somebody was like, oh, there's a line, and then they had to walk all the way to the end.
Yeah,
When we
just,
broke off the things, we could put up a couple of stakes to kind of.
Yeah.
right, like a
That- I
corral.
think that would be
Yeah.
helpful.
We could get some sidewalk chalk and make little bunny prints, like.
Yeah,
that they
even
follow.
something like that.
That-
Down to
Yeah,
it.
it wasn't a super big
Like,
problem, but
come
I
up with
think
the
they were, I
cleverest-
felt like they came.
The
from
bunny
both.
trail.
Yeah.
Just like little sidewalk chalk, just draw little bunny feet going down to
Cute.
where the bunny is. Yeah, that's quick, pretty easy.
So,
Right.
I know we all said email, Christine.
Yes,
The township building's going through a whole new changing of email addresses and everything. So maybe hold off for a week, and it's not going to be at newbritontownship.org. Going to be a new domain, so
Okay.
maybe once you
Actually-
guys have got your emails all back up.
I
email
could
us
actually
again.
give you mine right now, if you want.
Okay.
It's working.
It's working now, it wasn't when you came in
It's
early.
supposed to carry though. It's
Yeah.
supposed to. It's
Transfer.
supposed to
Supposed to
forward.
forward,
Yeah.
yeah.
So even if you do email the old email, it's supposed to
Forward.
forward right.
just go right to it. So it's
Mhm.
Christine,
Well, you could do C Nicholas, NICHOLAS at NBTPA.US. That's the new one.
okay. Oh, that sounds really official.
We're trying to, US, we're trying to put both the police department and the township all under one umbrella. So it's turned into a new domain for the whole township.
That sounds great.
And there's also a New Britain Township up in Connecticut or something, so.
There is. Sometimes when I go to
Mhm.
Google New Britain Township, it
Yes.
comes up several different.
There's a
ones
lot
come
of
up.
Britain townships.
Mhm.
What's the police email going to be?
Same thing, NBTPA.US,
US.
but they're going to have their own names, I think.
Oh, okay, because there's the Brian Jones and Bill Jones, and if that's B Jones at mbtpa.us.
They'll work something out with that one.
Before we move on to the next thing, Christine, I feel like it's really rude that we just like jumped right into it and didn't ask you to tell us about yourself. You know, and tell us about you, because, you know, we work really closely as a board and sometimes that slips by because we get right down to business. And could you tell us a little bit about you? I didn't.
Can I tell you, let's see, I worked for Hatfield Township as their Parks and Rec coordinator for 7 years.
Okay.
And now I'm here. And I'm very excited about it. And when I'm not working, I live in Pittsburgh with my husband and twin daughters that are now 18 and,
They're now 18. Wow. So in colleges or looking at
one in
schools?
college, one working until she figures out
What
what she wants to do.
Oh,
But
nice.
sleeping is not an option.
Yes. So we could, I mean, she could always volunteer. That's
Oh.
always good.
That's
No,
part of
listen.
her job description, helping mom wherever mom is.
Oh, very nice.
Sounds
Pittsburgh's
great.
a little hike.
It's not
Pittsburgh,
too
you
bad, it's
know?
right next to Quakertown.
Okay.
It's really not bad.
It's a little past the turnpike.
Yeah,
Like that way.
it's exactly that.
Yeah. Oh, great. Great. Thank you. I apologize for us like getting right on to business.
I'm more than happy to sit here and take it all in.
I think we're a fun group. So, all right, so if we're finished with the Easter event, let's move on to North Brand Park Playground update.
Has anyone been back there to look at it?
I haven't.
Yeah.
Okay. The benches are in. Each one, the concrete walkway is in, and with the ADA compliant pattern underneath these.
Awesome.
The slide has been replaced. They were very efficient with that.
Yeah,
Right now, we're just at the point where the ground has to get hard enough that we can take equipment back in and start to backfill.
Okay.
Everything is, and just so we know that Hartzell's concrete
Mhm.
came in and donated the 2.5 yards of concrete it took for the pad and the walkway. I
Awesome.
looked at the bill the next day and it said donated, so that's something that they like to do. So let's all
Awesome.
remember that they're a local company here and that's what they like to do.
That's awesome. Where are they at?
They're
Where?
right here, Hartzell's Village, right where you get. to the-
Oh, right
Right next to
here.
sewer authority.
Oh,
did they
realize it was
install the
concrete.
concrete?
That,
Place.
Did they install the?
no, all they did was pour it. We had we did it.
The labor.
Yeah, the forms and everything.
That's still a
creating the
big chunk.
funding,
Yeah, that
everything.
is.
That's a big chunk.
Materials are
Yeah.
expensive.
It was, I think, because it was over 2 yards, it was almost $300 worth of concrete.
Yeah.
And concrete's funny because the first year was the most expensive, then after that, the prices go down.
Mhm.
But yeah, it
Right.
worked out well. So if you get a chance to go back there and take a look at it.
Yeah, and so we backfill and then we seed it, right? And we'll put off ropes or tape or something so people don't go
Well,
in
let's
while
hope-
it's being seeded.
So
Okay.
they don't walk over it. But
When's the, is there still gonna be a groundbreaking ceremony
if
for
we
it?
want to do a ribbon cutting ceremony, we can. I would like to have the thing almost complete when we
Mhm.
do that.
Uh-huh.
So we can talk about that.
Maybe we can pair that with another event, like and do start off with the groundbreaking ceremony, or that might be too long.
That might be
Too
too long
long, because
because we don't have anything between
that and then,
Easter and Fourth of July.
Fourth of
With the,
July.
and then plus with the 300 event coming, I
Right.
think we just,
300 and then the Lenape Valley, which is backing right up to our little Easter event, right?
yes.
Okay.
And they are here to represent, they have two, everyone got the
Yep.
plan that I sent them.
Yep.
I think it's pretty, evident that batting cage needs to be redone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very happy with what they sent, the way it's going to be done. It'll be less maintenance, it'll be a permanent structure. It'll look much nicer. And much more sturdy, I would say. And their tournament, they have everything. They're gonna make sure that it doesn't coincide or overlap our event at all whatsoever.
It looks awesome.
So,
It looks awesome. It looks so well put together. The information that you sent out, Bill.
Matt Skinner, the president, LD is here. If you have any questions, if you'd like to say anything, Matt, your floor now.
Yeah, if you guys can introduce yourselves, that'd be great. Yeah, wherever, it doesn't matter.
My name is Matt Mesker. I'm the LB president. I'm on my third year now as president. I brought Chris Lockett here. He's our tournament director, webmaster, travel coordinator, and coach.
It's a lot.
Like, Also, volunteer organization, we all wear multiple hats here. Yeah, so we're here about the first was the batting cage that needs some work. I looked at it and it seems like it was, we tried fixing it a couple years ago and it just seems like it needs to be replaced. So we put together that plan after looking at other batting cages of what we want to do. It'll be located in the same exact spot. We're looking to just take the poles out there, replace them with the bigger poles. Those are, I think they're like 2-inch diameter fence posts. We're looking at getting like 4-inch diameters, schedule 40 galvanized poles and put them in there. Put more concrete in there, because the ones there look like they don't have enough concrete. That's probably why it's being pulled in. And,
They're leaning.
yeah. And when I met with Bill last month, we talked about the option of concrete in the bottom, so it's less maintenance and it's easier to mow around. Pour the concrete around the outside so the net can stay inside. And we don't have to worry about it getting caught up in the mowers and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And the kids won't dig it out at the end of having bubbles inside where.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
don't know much about
it looks
batting
just like
cages.
one softball did out. Well, the base of it, not the outside, but it's the same concept, concrete with astroturf on top.
Oh, nice.
So,
I worked with Bucks County Generals over there. They're doing a camp in the area and we offered our field. They're gonna trade us some astroturf to put in two different batting cage. So we're gonna, after we put the concrete, then we're gonna glue down astroturf on top of it.
Wow. So what are the Bucks County Generals?
They're like an AAU 20 team, their training facility right there.
Yeah, they went to
Williamsport,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
for the.
they went to Williamsport, yeah.
Oh,
Stephanie, one of our supervisor's sons on the team.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
yeah, it's right there behind the restore and Oak Avenue.
Okay.
behind the car wash there.
They're
Okay.
like AAU tournament team, they're for profit, we're nonprofit. Little league organization.
Okay. My husband plays baseball for, I think, the Warrington Generals. That's what I was thinking. Are they doing that? So
Okay.
he's still playing baseball. But I don't even know what the batting cages are supposed to look like, so I apologize. But I'm sure it will be nice. Okay,
What do you need from us?
anybody, yeah, anything that we need?
Because it's gotta go to. You've seen everything, so.
Yeah.
Can we make a motion to
Make-
put it to the board of supervisors?
Make a motion to approve
Yes.
the batting
Batting.
cages
Okay,
as they were described.
okay. I'd like to make a motion to approve the batting cages as they were described. May I have somebody to make the first motion?
Yeah, I'll motion to approve the batting cages as the plans have.
All right, I'll
And a
second,
a second?
I'll
Thank
second,
you.
the recommendation.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Great, so motion carries to approve the batting cages as described.
Yeah, that'll be a nice. that'll be
Thanks,
nice of you.
guys. That's really, really nice. That's really nice. Taking care of our
Should have
community.
done that 8 years earlier, when my son
It
was
wouldn't
playing,
be,
but.
yeah, it might not be as big of a job, right, with all the concrete and digging the posts out.
Retractable.
Yeah,
And the weight of the snow, even though it's porous, you know, you can obviously, it's still, snow still sits on top of it, and I can watch it sit there and we pull everything. What they're proposing is just gonna slide. It's gonna have 3 cables that basically like a shower curtain.
Oh,
So you
nice.
can
Yeah.
pull it.
Then we're gonna have the hooks, we can unhook it.
Yeah.
what are you guys doing with the fences this year? Same as normal, or?
The
Remember-
temporary fence.
Yeah,
we
the
used to
temporary
put-
fence.
We haven't put them up in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
because People put them up and they never take it down.
I know that was an issue back then. I don't know if
Put
you
it
guys
away,
still
so
did
we
that.
kinda Gave up on the fence for ND6.
Wow, that's really great. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thanks so
Good deal.
much.
Nice meeting you guys.
Yeah, thanks so much. We'll look forward to seeing it. We have to take a walk, you know, it's dark still when we start our meetings, but I think once it stays light a little longer, we just need to take a walk out
Pre-game?
and about
Good
there.
game?
Pre-game. Just take a walk out and see what's going on. in
That's,
front.
that's actually a good idea.
We need to do that.
That's actually a good
Yeah, but
idea.
it's dark and I was looking at the sky as I was leaving, thinking there's a little bit of light, but.
No,
it's-
maybe in the
it's-
summertime, we can convene like
Yeah.
30 minutes earlier. And I think that's a great idea.
Mhm. Take a
We-
walk
we
and
can
take a look at
discuss
the
that,
park.
yeah.
Mhm.
On June 16th is our closing ceremonies and championship games out here at NB5.
What day is June 16th?
Saturday. Usually we get the pavilion, we have food out there and all the families come, and then we have like a home run derby and the tournaments for the championship games for the AAA teams and the majors teams.
Can we put out a reminder for us for that for June 16th? That seems like it's a long time away, but it's before July
We know it.
4th, but it will be here before we know it. But I just need reminders sometimes. I write them down, but then I don't know. They just go, okay, I think we're on to number 5.
We still have the tournament for.
Oh, the tournament. Okay,
Section B.
okay. That's B. Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so that was the batting cage. And the tournament, we're looking to put together, this is our first year putting together a spring tournament or spring training tournament, we're calling it, right before the season starts for our travel teams.
Mhm.
The money we're trying to raise will be for our 12U team, the 12-year-old team. They go to Cooperstown. This, their final year of travel was their final year of Little League Baseball. So we let that team go to Cooperstown tournament up by Baseball Hall of Fame. There's
Yeah, it's a week-long experience where they live there. They live in a barracks as a team with a coaching staff and everything. And there's like 100 teams each week from around the entire country that all come. They're all staying at the same site, so they get to work together as teams, and then they compete on the fields for an entire week. It's incredible.
That's awesome. Are there scouts and things there that come take a look at the kids, or is that too young?
It's too young.
Is that too young?
No, they typically don't.
Yeah, I didn't know when they start like looking at the boys.
They start looking at high school age.
Where is that, Cooperstown?
Yeah,
close
the
here?
Baseball Hall of Fame. It's like
Never been there, but.
Yeah.
northern, like Wilkes-Barre is. it
Oh, it's in
like-
PA?
It's on New York.
Oh,
New
New
York,
York, like
okay.
north of that, I think, right?
Okay,
Like you just go up, straight up the center of this.
Okay.
So each year, previously, we've been just having that 12U team raise all the money for that year.
Mhm.
So when that team's announced in October, November, they start raising money up until when the tournament's in July. They have to raise, it's over $30,000 they have to raise for this tournament.
For the
Wow.
team.
For the team to go, for the tournament, for the equipment, and for the stay, so. What other organizations are doing there, they hold tournaments, so we were looking to try and do the same thing, to try and start raising money now for future teams. So we try to put the tournament on, using our fields at Swartley Winkleman, O'Dee's Chestnut. Yeah, with Swartley Winkleman and here at North Branch, but. We're looking at holding it over 2 weekends. The 25th and 26th would be for our 10-year-old teams. And the April 1st and 2nd will be for the 7, 8s, and 9s, the 7-year-olds, 8s, and 9-year-olds. Each weekend, we have the 10s, we have 16 teams for that weekend. And the second weekend, we have 20 teams registered. We're working with the local eateries in the area. We get sponsors in the area. We're trying to bring all those teams in from around the area into the community for the baseball, and then stick around and eat in the area. When I met with Bill last month, he told me about the Easter egg hunt. So we worked out the schedule to be, so we don't interfere with the Easter egg hunt.
Mhm.
And we have an alternate schedule for the following weekend if the rain date pushes it to the next weekend.
That, it was clear. Did everybody get a chance to look at that in the email?
Yeah.
Looked very
Yes.
well put together. Anybody have any questions with the tournament?
So basically, it's gonna be. You're gonna designate certain spots for the different vendors and
They already
eateries.
have it.
They,
So-
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's
Yeah.
like for us. I mean, anything on the public works side that we need to be
No, I checked with.
concerned about?
The only thing we're gonna do, and Matt agrees, we're gonna have them come in each Monday, do an extra cleanup with the porta potties. I checked with Chief, he's aware of it, he doesn't see any issue, he will put one patrol through the thing, but it's not gonna be. I don't think we need to do anything added. Is there a Friday night game, Matt? I don't, okay, so it's Saturday, it's on Saturday, okay.
And the times are,
we have local eateries with food trucks coming.
It's like 8 o'clock until the last game, I think is what, 5:30.
I think it's
That
3 o'clock
ending,
start,
yeah,
Yeah,
so it won't go past 6 o'clock,
so it doesn't require anything from the staff, right?
correct? And like I said, I think this will be a good trial run, so now if we do find we need
There
something,
we go.
because if they want to do this next year, now we'll be more aware, so I think right now, just let it go. With the exception of the porta potty, just see how it runs, and see what happens, see what we have on Monday morning.
How about the trash and all that? That's gonna be,
They're going to, as long as it's contained, we can pick it up Monday morning.
as long as it's contained in one area.
Yeah, well, between each field, they have
Right, right,
cardboard
right.
containers that they're gonna
Right.
bring along. We can coordinate with extra bags and whatever have, but I don't think there needs to be any staff involved on the weekend.
So just Monday morning, if everything's contained, that's.
Yeah, it's
We
just
can
gonna be, it's quite honestly,
Looks good.
what I saw on the amount of field use, it's not really gonna be much different than any other weekend during the full flight of the season.
Yeah, really, yeah.
6 softball games going, and 5
That's what
baseball
this
games
is?
going.
Is it- yeah.
It basically, I think softball is well aware that they're going to be using the fields, and I talked to
Good.
Jeremy Motley, he's like, yep, no, we're all coordinated, everything's good, so.
We're also gonna have several tournament volunteers on site as well, including one at each field. That'll kind of be acting as like a scorekeeper, but they're gonna be also making sure everything is controlled.
Mhm. Yeah, I think it looks the email that came out looked very well put together. It seems very well organized, and this is our first year doing it, so I think the more
Well,
activity.
it's their first year expanding to that level, right? Because they used to do it on a smaller scale a while back.
It may be before I was in with Ellen, because I've been here for 8 years with Lenape Valley.
Yeah.
They've had tournaments in the past, I think.
Yeah, yeah. So
I
it's
think it
just,
only encompassed the back 2 fields.
yeah, it did,
It
it
wasn't
did,
anything
okay,
to,
nothing like
I
that,
think
yeah.
we could cover that up with the front that they have for the field usage.
Yeah, I
not
agree.
anything.
And we have food trucks and stuff coming. The other fields have a concession stand or a snack stand.
Portland Winkleman, we have a snack stand there. And for North Branch, we're looking to bring in like one food truck and then the Kona ice truck. We're trying to get there for the day.
Okay. And this is the fundraiser to get this 12 age group to Cooperstown. Okay. And so there's a fee for the kids to play, to participate in the tournament, or is the fundraising come from the foods and the snacks and the t-shirts and?
The Lent,
There's a registration fee for each team.
Okay,
And that registration fee is going into kind of all the costs, because we had to hire an umpire service to come out and things
Okay.
like that, so. The fee is covering the costs as well as whatever is left over is going towards it.
good, good.
And we're gonna be selling tournament t-shirts
I
as
saw
well.
that. Mhm,
And all of that, 100% of those profits.
mhm. Awesome.
the Lenape Valley teams, the local teams don't have to pay for the tournament.
Okay.
The families are the ones that are help run the event over the weekend.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, sounds like everything's covered.
Yeah, it sounds like it's
Their home field, I think.
very well put together, and I just like seeing the fields being used and supporting, volunteers like us and and helping the kids. I think it's great.
So I guess we need to make another recommendation.
Okay.
Just had a question with the with rain. How do you guys handle that?
We don't like to talk about that.
Okay.
If it rains,
Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna have to alter the schedule the best we can.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, we have a hard stop probably around like 6 p.m. for when games are gonna have to end. So we do have a refund policy in place if it's a total washout. So all the teams are aware of that policy. They get a certain percentage back, depending on the number of games that is played. So we guarantee a 3-game minimum for the tournament. If say only 2 games get played, or I'm sorry, if 1 game gets played, they get I think it's like 60% of their entry fee back.
Okay.
As long as they play 2 games or more, then there is no refund. But, so we do have that in place.
So there's no rain date per se. You wouldn't move the games for the tournament to make up days for another weekend or
And
something.
all the travel teams participate in a larger league called Suburban Travel League, and their season starts right after the
Right
tournament.
after.
So
Okay.
there'd be no way to unfortunately bring it back.
Sure. Okay.
yes, and then we're bringing in the local travel teams in the area that are part of STBL are playing in this tournament as like our warm up for the season that starts the following weekend
Okay.
after this is what, 8th, 9th weekend is when some of the leagues start.
Okay.
That's great.
Lastly, I forgot, do we need any type of permits for the vendors?
Nope. We already
Certificate
checked.
of insurance and all that?
I talked with Matt when he first presented this, Mike Wall, he went right into Ryan Gaines' office for
Okay.
zoning. As long as they have certificates from the Board of Health, they're good to go.
Okay, good.
Well, anybody have any questions? Katie, Brooke, anything? Cynthia, questions? Any questions or concerns? Okay. Can I have a motion to approve the tournament for Lenape Valley?
I motion.
Have a second, please?
Yeah, I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Right, motion carries to approve the tournament for Lenape Valley.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. That's really great.
So we'll be very lenient, I'll be closer that weekend. I'll leave it, if I know it's there, I'm gonna be like, all right, you know what, just be careful, and just use your best judgment.
Yeah.
You guys are usually pretty good with that.
He's
I
getting
try to leave
soft.
them open, But, we might make an exception there.
You're getting soft.
No. Here's my policy. We can see it, I'll leave them open the first time I see something askew that I don't like, I'll just close them. If there's any type, if there's infield mix on the grass, there's piles of mud all over the grass, all pushed out, and it's a mess. Well, next time I'm not gonna be so kind to leave them.
That's right. That's right.
I can forward you some of those text messages, you're not getting soft.
Never was.
Taking care of us. All right. All right. So any public comments? Shall we keep moving on?
I do have one.
Okay.
I don't think I put it in here, but last year we were talking about the changing the fee schedules and changing the application fees for all of the athletic fees. We have done that.
Okay.
Mike has created basically the same application fee, but just has seasons on it now.
Okay.
So it has a spring, a summer, and a fall, so somebody can't come in and, you know, in March, I say, I want the fields from March to August, and only pay the $100 fee.
Right,
So now it's by seasons.
okay,
And as far as the roster fees, made it simpler for everyone. It's just $10 across the board
okay,
per player. It used to be $10 for a non-resident, $7 for a resident. We just upped it to $10 across the board.
okay.
Pretty sure the board is going to pass that. That's supposed to be able to docket for the board of supervisors.
Okay,
But
that makes sense.
it just makes, I saw what Shell had to go through, and you have to
Mhm.
start to.
Resident,
Oh.
non-resident,
It is.
yeah,
Let's just do it that way. That's it.
that's
Who's
great.
my point of contact at Lenape for equipment? Like, extra equipment if you guys want, like bats and gloves and
You can contact, just send it to me.
send it to you?
Yeah.
You guys email?
LVbaseball.org.
Okay.
What do you mean, like donating stuff?
I got so many bats and they're just sitting in the basement. It's like,
So do I.
I have track and field stuff, like hurdles and big sleds that you have to
This
pull
is
behind
baseball.
you. That's training. No, the barn is full of that track and field stuff. Hurdles,
all right,
okay,
other
all
business,
right,
other
any other
business,
business?
other business. As you guys know, we have our Fall Festival, Veterans Fall Festival, combined with our 300th year anniversary of New Britain Township this year. It's gonna be on 9/23,
Okay,
Saturday, September 23rd. And it's just a little bit too early to volunteer, but if you could keep it in the back of your mind to volunteer. As you guys did last year, we're gonna sponsor, what did we sponsor last year? Petting zoo?
I think so. I
Petting
think the
zoo.
petting
So we're on board sponsoring the petting zoo again,
Mhm,
right? I
mhm.
mean, we don't have to make a decision right this moment, but just keep it in the back of your mind. And then we also gave a lot of gift baskets,
Mhm.
raffle baskets.
Yep,
And then I know a lot of you guys volunteered, so it would be appreciated again. If you guys can do that. So 9/23, it's gonna start, we think it's gonna start at 10. The 300-year committee wants to throw fireworks and stuff, so that time might shift at a later date. We're just unsure of the time right now. But if we go to normal, it starts at 10. We're
Okay.
try to extend it a little bit this year, 10-3 instead of 10-2. Because I think 10-2 is just a little bit too short. So just keep everything in you know, in back of your minds, if you guys want to help out,
Okay,
that would be great.
23, 23,
9/23.
9/23,
23.
23.
And then the other thing is, the Veterans Committee approved lowering the flag at the at North Branch for Buddy Myers. We're gonna put in a shadow box for his service on Parks and Rec for 30 years. He also was a Navy veteran. We're gonna try to present that to his family and his daughter on March 20th.
Oh,
At
that's
7
important.
o'clock at the Board of Supervisors. I haven't heard 100%, but that's what we're shooting for. So if you guys want to come to present the flag with us, that would be great.
Yeah,
No, can we just send this out in an email, like a reminder?
Yeah, I will, as soon as everything is approved by.
There's like a lot of dates
As soon as
today.
it's approved by the board,
Okay, that sounds good.
100%, then we'll shoot out an email.
Okay,
But that was just at our last vet meeting, so
I think that's really nice.
it is,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, not only he was a veteran, he spent 30 years in Parks and Rec, so
I know.
and, his daughter is gonna be very proud.
She is very proud, as she should be. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be here. So the next March meeting and May meeting, I won't be here, so Jess gonna take over
okay.
for
Right before
us.
the IRS, right before tax season. Is that what it is?
March and May. Anyway, so I think
Alright.
that would be really nice if we can
Well, we have the
show up for him.
vice chair. That's, I'm sure
Jessica,
Jessica will do a great
I'm
job.
up
she
for it,
will.
yeah.
She
I'll
is.
bring like baked goods, is that? first one on top? Okay.
I didn't bake anything. Just snackies.
Also, April 21st, we have
Oh.
the Veterans Committee, we're throwing a bingo event at the Shrine.
Oh, nice,
That's
Chesterfield.
my first one.
Yeah, so that's a lot of fun.
Was that fun?
Oh my
Yeah.
God. it was
So
so much fun.
Christine's putting everything together. And so we're looking for, again, gift baskets, we're looking for
Okay.
volunteers. Even if you want to volunteer and play, it's a lot of fun, get a bunch of people.
Be there.
It's yeah, it's
It's
pretty,
so fun.
it's actually,
I'm
it's
a
actually
bingo
fun, it's actually
convert.
fun to watch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
What's
great.
what's the turnout?
It used to be really good. The last couple of years was not good, but this last year was a little bit better. So I think people are starting to come out and feel good about everything. So we're expecting at least 150 to 200. That's what we're shooting
Whoa.
for.
Is it his and hers or just her?
It's his and hers,
Okay.
but mostly hers.
And it's
Must-
BYOB.
yeah.
It's BYOB.
Everything.
And what
Yes.
about BYOF?
Yes.
Food, yeah.
Free snacks everywhere.
Yep.
You, so you guys can reserve tables and just let us know ahead of time. So we'll have the tickets. I don't know when we bring the tickets.
Hopefully soon. I mean, I have, unfortunately, the computer changes and stuff. So we have a little bit more work to do, but I'm hoping that the flyer and the tickets can be done rather quickly.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I was up and, I have our permit processing for the bingo permit, so that is.
Yeah, she just made us legal with the
I
state, so
think
that's
I
good.
need to, I went up there today, they said I should have it by tomorrow, so.
But yeah, so you can volunteer a little bit. We're gonna kick off at 6? No, what time does this start? 6?
The doors open at 6.
6.
It starts at 7, and I think Mike wants to try and have us out of there by 10.
Like 10. So if you want to volunteer a little bit, we'll be setting up probably around 3 or 4 in the afternoon, setting up the
Okay.
tables. But again, if you guys want to buy tickets, go to Christine and then reserve tickets and we'll reserve a table for you.
Can I ask about the tickets? Are they gonna be available for purchase online, like on a
I have to
Eventbrite?
check that with Mike. He
Okay,
is
because
the-
I know that the last one I went to, you could buy them and that probably online. Where
Okay.
like purchase my ticket right online,
Yeah.
through Eventbrite and,
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll be capable of doing that
Okay.
fast because you're gonna need
Bingo girl.
Apple Pay or and all that.
I ran a bingo.
Well, no, it's just like, I just entered my normal information. so I
Like,
would buy
not
it.
exchanging
It's a
money,
lot of-
just doing it,
My bad.
just put your name.
Yeah, Eventbrite, you can usually sign, you put an event in and it can take credit cards for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I can talk.
Just
to Mike
throwing it out
about
there.
I
It
know.
might
Yeah.
help with sales
Yeah.
if it's
No,
available
No,
online.
it's a good idea. It's a good
Yeah.
idea.
No,
That's a
I'll
great
talk
idea.
to Mike tomorrow once he's
Yeah.
down off of his server.
Yeah. Yeah, cause if you put it out on like the township thing, it'd be like our event bingo, buy tickets right here, and it's like all right there in a link, you know, you don't have to like stop by a building, or I know
Exactly.
Awesome.
it's very
You
like,
got some stuff
It's
going
great
on.
to do it on your phone, you know, you wanna go to.
Exactly.
wine, you press a button. you
Yeah.
know,
you're signed up,
QR code, and you're done.
exactly, so,
Yeah, I mean, if we can do it, that's great.
Yeah.
I don't know how,
maybe just something.
how
to
we're
look
set
at.
up. But if we can, definitely something for next year. We're
Yeah.
certainly looking at that for next year, but anyway, just pass the word.
Yeah,
And it goes to a good cause.
Okay.
And
So I just
I
have a couple
will
questions.
be done.
What's going on at West Branch with the pipes? Is that to fix the water that was coming, like creeping over and freezing at the bottom of the pathways? Or are they putting in sewer for the new
West
neighborhood?
Branch, you mean,
Veterans?
Not West Branch,
Veterans
Veterans
Park.
Park, Veterans.
yeah,
That's new sewer.
there's a new sewer line
It
going
is a
from
new-
Schoolhouse Road all the way a little bit through the park. And then all the way up to development on the other side of that new
The
development.
new development, that's
Yeah,
about it.
it's gonna hit Sellersville Road. So that's a new sewer lateral with manholes, and they're putting a pumping station. You know where the last bench is on Veterans Park?
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
putting a small pumping station there.
To address the water drainage issue.
No, it's strictly sewer, strictly
Sure.
sewer.
Strictly,
yeah.
so the water on the walkways is not being
It's not
addressed.
stormwater, it's-
We're getting to that on the water issue. We're getting to it's part of our long-term planning. We're gonna be
Okay.
redoing that portion of the walking trail.
Right.
It's being addressed right now, but they just
Okay.
want the sewer authority to do their thing and
Got it.
then we'll address
I
that part.
forget what it was under the capital plan, what year it was. I think it's next year.
And yeah,
2025.
yeah.
So it's not you guys doing the sewer?
Oh, no.
The
No.
excavation.
The
Okay.
sewer authority contracted
Yeah.
this company. But if you want to see what the pumping stations could look like, you know where New Britain Woods is?
Mhm.
There's an old pumping station they're developing. It's
Okay.
really not, it's gonna blend right in. My understanding, they could put trees around there
Trees,
too.
sure.
It's gonna look nice.
Okay.
Well, as much as you can make a pumping station look
Well, they
nice.
have one down at the end of, schoolhouse and Upper State as well. There's a small pumping station there. too.
Okay.
Wow.
That you probably don't even know it's there. It's got a little
No.
fence around it. It's got a little access road to it. That's about it.
Yeah, it's right
Oh.
at the traffic lights.
And it's because of the new development.
No, it's just, it's just like any township. I mean, it starts expanding and
Okay.
eventually they need sewer and water.
That's
Sure.
the transition area, so it was always like sewer was supposed to work its way into that area. So
Okay.
they've just started doing that next level.
And they're not gonna, like, I live super close, they're not going to make us convert or attach to the water and the sewer? Cause we have a septic and well, cause I know they did that in Warrington, and I'm like really nervous about that bill.
They would have already talked to you, I think.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Then they give you the option to tie in, but
Yeah, I know Warrington, you didn't, they had to, right on Straight Road.
Well, like in Doylestown, if your
Mhm.
property, if your sand mount was failing and your ground didn't perk,
Right,
You had
they
to.
wouldn't let you put a new sand mount, then you had to,
okay.
but, it's, who knows? It's,
Maybe reach out to the shop on New Britain.
Sewer authority.
ask, Give them a call.
I feel like shouldn't they have called me? So
Yeah, I
like,
probably-
I feel like when they be like a little
Under the
flyer
radar,
would have
right?
been. I mean, I'm still up in New Galena, but it's
I
still.
think they're not the ones that are gonna make it mandatory. It's gonna be up to the Board of Health and the township.
Okay,
Sewer authority would want, the sewer authority wants everybody to connect.
right, sure.
But,
Sure.
but yeah, it's good, there's a lot of properties out there that could use public sewer. So,
Mhm.
yes, it's a
Do you
good
know
thing.
something I don't know?
No.
Is it coming?
No.
Okay.
No,
It's
no.
just what-
Okay, I was like,
There was one development right on Railroad Avenue, right where Barry and
yes,
Railroad. So
yeah.
they were going to go with, on lots.
The farm people?
That Red Farm,
Yeah, there's,
Okay,
3 other homes coming into it. That's a
Yeah.
little development. They were going to have to do
okay,
on lots, but now we're forcing them to go onto sewer because the sewer line's going right there. So
okay,
it's those sort of things. When new developments are coming in,
okay,
they might have to go on there, but
okay,
older homes, you might be given the option.
but to them, it's the same price.
sure,
To
yeah,
either connect to sewer or sand mounts. I think it's probably even cheaper to connect to sewer than sand mounts, but
okay.
that's the extent of our knowledge.
Oh,
For
okay.
the 300th anniversary, is Bob Showalter on that committee? Do you
Yeah,
know?
he's the chair. He's the chair.
Is he? Because he has such knowledge of New Britain Township. And what about contacting Carl? He's always in the Intelligencer, giving the history of different areas. Carl, is it DeVito or something, or Vito? It's always in the
real estate
editorial.
person?
Pardon?
Is it the real estate person?
No,
No,
it's an
I
older
can't-
gentleman that always writes about the history of the different areas in Bucks County. And I'm sure he has information on New Britain Township. I used to have the deeds from William Penn for New Britain Township, but they were stolen.
What?
Oh, yeah, long story. Yeah, they were all stolen and I wanted them back and I was told, you're crazy.
Oh, what?
Probably sold them. Right.
Hmm.
Yeah, but they were from William Penn. They would have been
Wow.
great for the.
Maybe
Where
reach
were
out
they?
to
Here
Bob.
at the township building?
No, I had them from my family years and years. ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, wow.
Is it Lavelle? L-A-V-O?
I think so. Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't recognize the name of the committee, but.
Is it Carl?
Carl, it is Carl, Lopez, L-A-V-O.
Yeah, you're right. He writes articles every day in the editorial for the Intelligencer.
Yeah, and so but like you said, he must be a history buff.
Yeah.
Writes really
Well,
detailed.
contact Bob direct. See what,
I read something that Bob had written and I don't know. I don't know.
And capital V-O.
Laveau.
the boat.
Yeah.
Well, I know they're doing a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff's proposed, so should be nice. We do something with 4th of July parade, they're gonna do something about in the fall festival and what else?
And a float?
A float for the parade, I thought they were having, and
Float, an item. And something at the Fall Fest. Those were the three things that we get started with. But I don't know whether committee has gone from there. We'll see what they come up with.
Yeah,
okay,
so it's a lot of work in progress.
yeah, yeah, that's gonna come up fast. There's a lot of moving
And
parts.
if anybody wants to help them out, it would be great.
I just have another, actually, I have a couple questions. You, yeah. Do you-
Put me on spotlight.
I mean, you were looking at me.
Welcome
The trees that you have, do you still have those?
Which tree?
All the trees that were donated, you guys had
They were all planted before we left.
they were all,
Whoa.
okay,
If you want to go
150.
out the back of, going to Circle Drive, and then there's a row of big trees. You can walk out the back and see all the trees that are out there.
okay,
So there is another grant that will be coming up this year that he'll have money for to plant more trees. But I'm not sure where he's going to plant them because some of them were going to go into West Branch. But now the turf field as a may or may not happen, or how it will happen. He doesn't want to have to plant them and then maybe have to move them because if it gets moved. So I'm not sure where he's gonna plant them. But yes, I'll give you.
cause I didn't know if there could be something done with like Earth Day in April. I knew you needed volunteers to plant the trees, so I didn't know if that could kind of coincide, do an event, Earth Day, plant a tree, so I thought maybe that would be a good way, but if they're all planted, that's.
Well, no, those ones were all planted. so
Okay.
He's got more for this year. but
Okay.
I'm not sure when he's gonna do.
Are there plans to do the beds out front here for native vegetation and flora and fauna? No official plans.
If anybody would like, I mean, it's normally left up to the public works to come in and plant whatever that is there. If people would like to put their hand up and say, we'd love to do a native garden, I'm sure there'd be lots of lovely people who would love to help.
Okay,
So
and then another question I just had is is there a requirement for the board with how many meetings a person has to attend? So like you can essentially sit on the board and just not come to a single meeting?
Well, there's,
What are you saying, Jack?
there is,
I'm gonna say, what's the name badge over here?
Oh, Margaret
Margaret
Briggs,
Briggs.
Margaret Briggs.
Okay, and I was just curious as to just attendance, not, I wasn't sure who was sitting there, I forget. But I just didn't know if there is a requirement, like if you miss too many, you're. on the chopping block.
there's not, but the board can actually, vote you out. Of course, it'd have to go all the way through the supervisors, but
Sure.
if you're not committing to what you said you were committing as a volunteer,
Sure,
then
right.
there's no reason to be on the board.
Sure. No, yeah, that was my.
But no, there's no,
Curious.
you need to attend, 11 out 12 meetings. No, there's nothing like that.
Okay,
It's just a question of why are you doing this if you're not gonna be here? I mean, it's
sure.
Margaret heard herself.
No,
saying
no,
that
no,
we
no.
did.
Yeah, no, I have nothing against Margaret, I was just curious.
No.
And we don't have any junior members. Do junior members need to be approved by the Board of Supervisors as well as?
We don't have a position called junior members anymore.
Okay, okay. And any word on the position, the open position?
No, we're waiting for our solicitor to send us a resolution.
Okay. Okay.
Still working through the thing.
approximate idea of.
Nope.
Okay.
No idea. So
Okay,
it's one of those things we keep asking and it just hasn't happened yet. So I will definitely tell you as soon as it happens.
okay, that's good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Any other questions, concerns? No? All right, can I have a motion to adjourn?
motion.
Have a second, please?
Wait a second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay, motion carries. Meeting adjourned.
All right.
Good.
All right,
Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Thank you for staying to the end.